We are live. What's up, everybody? Okay, today we got to get right to it because I've been spending a lot of this challenge kind of showing you how to start your day off. We get it. You got to start your day off with a daily stand up. You got to start your day off with being accountable to what you've done and for the previous day, the previous week. You just have to be accountable. Okay. And I've shown you. And if you don't know how to do it, check out the previous lives. But right now, we need to find some deals. We need to stop playing around. We need to go talk to some sellers. We need to talk to wholesalers. We need to talk to buyers and start getting some deals. So that's where we're at today. Let's freaking get into it. No time to waste. And this is how you should start every day. You should be like, yo, let's freaking go. Because today is the day where you're going to get deals. This is the day where you're going to take action. We're not here to play around. So I woke up today and I was like, man, I freaking have been messing around. I've been taking, not that I've been taking it easy. I just haven't been, the urgency isn't there 100%, and that's wrong. And I'm being straight with you guys. Like when you don't, sometimes when you wake up, you're not that urgent, right? Or I guess when you go to work, you're not that urgent, but not anymore. Let's freaking do it. So what I want to explain something to you about today is how to find deals. Okay. There's a lot of different ways to find deals. If you've been watching Nathan Valley's challenge, he's been showing people how to find deals on market. Okay. I think on market is a great strategy, especially for the new market, no money challenge. But I'm going to show you exactly the flow this is the mind map. This is the blueprint that I give out to my students, but I'm going through it pretty much. This is the flow of how you get a deal. Okay. So you got to make sure you have your mind right. Kind of like I said, it's time to quit wasting time. So you freaking get your mind right. You pick one market. Okay. And I explained to you how to pick a market. You network for cash buyers so you know exactly what they want. We've already found cash buyers. We have a hedge fund. We had a couple buyers and we know their criteria. You know how to analyze deals. You know exactly when you find a deal, what makes it a deal because you found out their buy box and you know what makes a deal a deal. Okay. Now you start marketing for leads. All right. So I'm going to show you, there's so many different ways to market. And this is what can stop a lot of people in their tracks. And I know because even in this challenge, I've been like, man, there's so many different ways to market. I know how to do all of them. What is the best way? And that can be confusing. So let me give you guys an answer to that. Okay. So when it's time to start marketing, look at, these are all the marketing strategies that exist and how to do them. You have all these free ways. These are all free ways to get deals. It's unreal. There's so many. And then there's a ton of ways to get deals through paying for marketing, whether that's texting, cold calling on batch, pay-per-click, virtual assistants, CRMs. There's so many different ways to get deals. The problem is all of them work if you do them. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to focus on what will be the quickest return for you on your time, because I'm doing this part-time. So I don't have the time to waste. I have 30 days to do this and I'm in day 10. Okay. I've already got one contract. I had to cancel it because the numbers were off. It happens. And this is my second day in the challenge, but we need to be quick about it. So if we go here to paid marketing, I think the best way if you are paying for marketing is to strategically build a list and cold call it. Okay. But we're not doing that in this challenge at the moment. So we're in the free ways. Okay. So finding deals on market, that's how I got a deal the second day of the challenge. On market is going to be your fastest way to getting a deal because these are people that already want to sell. Okay. And this explains, this blueprint tells you literally how to do everything, but it shows you exactly how to do it. I think the next fastest thing to getting a deal is JVing, because these are deals that are already found, like they're already under contract. Wholesalers are trying to find buyers. And if you have the right relationships that you've developed in step 3, you can just bring it to your buyers and you can have a deal like that. I know I've JV deals and it's been done in like hours. Okay. So I think JVing is the fastest way. I think it's the best way, especially if you have buyers, right? If you have those relationships. Now, making offers on other wholesalers deals, same thing. JVing is when you tell the wholesaler you're going to split the deal with them and find a buyer. Making offers on other wholesalers deals, you're just making offers. You're not even telling them you're going to JV on it. You can do both. I'd rather JV and just be transparent. It doesn't really matter. Knocking is not the fastest way, but it is an efficient way if you go knock pre-foreclosures. Okay. And then if you go to social media, that is a long-term way to network, but not the quickest way, but it is a good way. And I believe as you go through doing JVing MLS, you need to be posting what you do. Now, I've told you in this challenge that I know by myself, I'm not as efficient because I'm just one person. So I've showed you all how to get deal finders. We have Zishan, we have had Nick, we've had some people be deal finders. The strategies that I would give to deal finders, because they don't really require networking. A lot of these require networking. Whether you get the deal, you network with the agent, or you don't get the deal, you still network. JVing is a lot of networking and building up relationships. Social media is building up relationships, and a VA can't really go knock for you, but they could virtually do it. They could do virtual driving for dollars. But a lot of these steps that I love that are free build a brand, and they build up relationships that are long lasting. That's what I think is the most important thing to be doing. You can have your deal finders that you're willing to pay a commission find deals for you on for sale by owner. You can have them call properties that are for rent at the moment, and they can bring those deals to you. They can submit them. And just to show you what that looks like, let me go right here to so what I've done is I've made like an onboarding for deal finders. I'm making posts on Facebook, and I'm saying, hey, if you bring me a deal, I'll pay you. Okay, I'll pay you. You don't even have to negotiate. Just bring me someone that wants to sell, that's motivated. And here is like what they need to read, and like how they know what they're getting into. So here's a oh, it's annoying. Okay, so it's on this other tab. So here's the onboarding document. It gives you their pay plan, like what you're willing to pay people if they bring you something. It gives them a drive. So it gives them all the materials they need to go find stuff, like how to know what a motivated buyer is, scripts, all this stuff. You don't need them to get it under contract. You're in this situation because you're not trying to train a bunch of people how to negotiate. You're just trying to teach them to go find something, and then you can negotiate it. Maybe after a time you can teach them how to get deals and be acquisitions managers. But right now they're just looking. So I give this out to people who are interested in going to find deals. It doesn't really take me too much time. I just give it to them. I say, show up to the meeting. I have a meeting link at 9:30 where we talk to the deal finders. And that's pretty much it. And I tell them what criteria I want. And I even give them training on how to find specific deals. Okay. And that's what we're talking about right now. You want your deal finders to look for deals on FSBO. They can look through deals on Facebook, and they can look for properties that are currently listed for rent. But so are currently listed for rent that you can ask the landlords if they want to sell. Okay. So that in a nutshell is, I wanted to explain this to everyone because, again, when you have a limited amount of time like I do, and most of us do have a limited amount of time, you have to be strategic about what's going to pan out, what's going to be the quickest form to get a deal. And again, I think it's people that are already wanting to sell, instead of going to look for someone and convince them to sell, like most marketing is, it's off market. You want to attack stuff that is other wholesalers have, or that's on market, or the FSBO. And plus it's free. It doesn't cost you any money. All right. So right now, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you exactly how to filter and look for properties that are for sale by owner on Zillow. And we're going to make some calls. We're going to talk to some people. And again, you got to make a lot of calls. You got to make a lot of offers, but you get paid a lot. So it's totally worth it. Okay. So you go for sale by owner. All right. And what areas that everybody knows I want are, because this is what my buyer wants. They want Henry County, they want Clayton County, and they want DeKalb County. DeKalb County. Okay. So what you do here is you filter for what's for sale, and you go, you put in the criteria you want. So I want the maximum of 300,000. I don't want anything above that. Beds and baths, I don't want, let's see. I want 3 bedrooms, 2 baths plus. And I just want houses. Okay. And let's see. Houses. And I want anything over 1,000 square feet. Wow, guys, look at that. There's honestly not that many properties for sale in this area. So it's not just Zillow. You can look on Craigslist, you can look on other places. So that's not going to take me a lot of time to call 11 homes. Wow, that's not a lot at all. But let's go for it. Let's make some calls. Okay, piece of trash. Perfect. Home. Let's give the owner a call. All right, and if you have looked, you can just go here and copy and paste this. If you got yourself a Google Voice number, that's what I got. I really thought there'd be more properties in this area that would be for sale by owner, but maybe we need to change the filters a little bit, which is fine. Let's call. Let's see if we can get a deal done for sale by owner. Please. Again, we call 2 to 3 times because people usually don't answer. Don't answer numbers they don't know. I don't give a bump. I gotta get a deal. That's what you do. You call, you text. If there's an email, you email them. I'm gonna get my text message ready. Hey, oh, hey, it looks like I pressed the button that canceled the freaking call. All right, say, hey, I'm calling about the house for sale on blank. I'm just gonna put the link. And again, I just want to have a conversation. And if this is one of my deal finders that was having the conversation, you would just be like, hey, are you open to a cash offer? I know you have a list of this, or is that negotiable? And if that is something like it's just something basic like that, if they're open to negotiating, yeah, of course I'll talk to them. Okay, so I take this link and I put it into my CRM and I go to my offer template. And this is a template. This is what examples of what offers look like. I haven't made an offer yet. Honestly, I'm probably going to make an offer over text because that's a way to be quicker about it. Make a low offer. Let's see if they respond. Keep calling. All right. So today is 3/14/22. My name is Nate. I think. Well, actually, that's a seller's name, I think. Okay. So I'm just going to put the link right here. I ain't got time to waste until they answer the phone. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna say I want to make an offer, and I would go just 50% of just make a straight offer. Be quick about it. Make an offer 50% of what they have it listed for. I want to make a cash offer at around at 72,000. No, we'll go 68,000, and I can close in ASAP. Okay, let's see what they say. If he's like, forget you, then be like, hey, look, I'm open to chatting about it. Let's just talk about it. All right. So that was one. Let's see this one. All right, let's give it a call. Property owner. Is this that looks like the same dang number? No way. Nah, it's a different number. He calls, baby. Nathan. Those- Not that many here is because we filtered it for the criteria. So maybe we can be a little bit more. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we don't put it. Okay, there's really not. There's still not. Okay. Hi, my name's Nathan. I'm calling about your house that I saw that was listed on Zillow for sale by owner. I'd like to chat with you about your property. I'm a buyer. I'm looking to buy in this area. So if you could give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Okay, one more time. Come on now. Repopulate. I know I just voicemail, but Nathan. Just wanna you don't want to waste time. And look, you can do a canned message too. You can do have something where you uh I need to set that up actually. The Google. I would like to make an offer at we're messing around. 170, let's go 100. No, we're going half. 245, 250, what would that be? 125? Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to hit a home run with this. If they accept, then freaking let's go. But if not, then let's negotiate. I just want to get people to respond. I would like to make an offer at 125, 127. Let's make it an odd number. Or that. Or cash. Or the house. This sounds kind of funny. Would that work? I can close ASAP. All right. On to the next. Look, I don't technically call these offers because these aren't like legit offers. I want to talk to someone on the phone, but yeah, so don't count like these as offers. So this says for sale by owner, and this is on the MLS. This looks like it's a townhome, but all right, let's give it a call. Nathan. All these Google Voice numbers, man. It's tripping me out a little bit. How many days on market? 55. 55. There's an sale by owner. It's interesting. Get me fired up with all these people not answering. Do you want to sell your house or what? I am calling about. Actually, it's right. Yes, cash at me. LOL. I was just trying to get a response. Do you have time to talk? I am a serious buyer. For real. There we go. We got a response, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It does work. These people are alive. All right. Next one. Next. Let's call. That actually might be a good way to like get people to respond. Just like be like, just joke with them. Be like, yo, I'm trying to make $1. I'll buy your house for $1. I want to make an offer on your house here When is a good time to call? Okay. Again, you got to keep track of this because if you don't, then you're gonna struggle. Like I didn't keep track of the previous one, so that was my bad. Because if you don't keep track, you'll forget. All right, so there's that. We're blowing through these. Let's see. All right, so my meeting with my what's it called? The deal finders is starting. So let's see if any showed up. Let's see. Sell your deal, blah, blah, blah. Where is that? How am I not? I can't. I wasn't reading that. All right, so I'll wait. Again, the goal is with the deal finders is to hold them accountable, hold a meeting every day, just check their KPIs, see if they're taking action. Because you're not paying them, you're just saying, "Hey, bring me a deal, and I'll get it done. I'll negotiate it." All right, so we're moving to the next one. This is very simple, very very easy. How to do a for sale by owner. You're just calling people and asking them if they're open to the different options you have when you're buying properties. Like, are you open to creative? Are you open to negotiate? Okay, let's see. There's no way in the world we can agree, so I would rather save your time. Why do you say that? There is no way in the world we could agree. Oh, yo, we got Zishan showing up. Where is he? Zishan, what's up? What's up, Zishan? Good to see you, brother. How was your day? Yes, how'd you do yesterday? Yeah? Well, let's freaking go. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh man, it's always a pleasure to see you, Zishan. Always a is your name real name Zishan or is it something different? Okay. Because I saw something like that was like Muhammad or something. Got it, got it. Hey, can everyone hear this by the way in the audio of Zishan? I don't know if the audio is coming through on this one for you. But anyway, all right. So Zishan, did you fill out your KPI tracker yesterday so we could see what you how many calls and what you did? Dang, it didn't. Zishan, give me a second. The audio is not coming through for the group. So let's see. Let me actually Zishan, I'm gonna give you the link to come into the StreamYard. I'm gonna give you that because I think at the moment, Nick, you remember Nick? I think Nick's out. So let me give you all right, here, hop into the StreamYard link and then we'll let you in on this one. All right. Click on that. It's in the chat. It's in the chat box. Do you see the chat at the bottom right? I'll send it to you in the Discord as well. So it's this link. Yeah. All right, guys, we're getting Zishan in here into the StreamYard. So don't you worry, everybody. All right, Zishan, once you click on that, you can actually can exit out of this meeting. All right. I'll see you in there. Just click on the link. All right. Okay. He's coming in. So this is what I mean, like where you can have deal finders, you can work together with people. Let's get Zishan. He's getting his audio ready. Zishan, what's
Hi,
up?
can you hear me?
How you doing?
I'm pretty well. How are you today, Nathan?
Good. So Zishan, you responded to a post, or you responded to me saying, "Hey, let's look for deals. You find them, I'll close them." Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you: do you feel like that's for the people that are watching this? Do you feel like that's a pretty good partnership? Like if you can go find deals and I can close them and I can pay you percent, do you feel like that's like worth your time?
I mean, it's worth my time. Let's give it a shot. And I am pretty much confident that in this 30-day challenge, we would close a deal.
Me too.
And potentially there are a lot of ways, but I want to have my training on all of the strategies. I had one strategy from you that you teach me that you know this is how you're going to do the work. But I think that it is worth my time, and it is worth giving a shot to it.
I love it. I love it, bro. Sorry, I'm just responding, Zishan, to a. I'm messaging people for sale by owner, and yeah. So what I'm gonna do,
All right.
Zishan, I'm gonna show you a couple ways to for you to go out and find deals, and then I'm gonna go out and the same thing and do find deals. All right. So we're gonna work together. And what I'm telling everyone is, if you partner with people like you, like I mean, you're in Pakistan, bro. Like we've never met, but hey, we're willing to work together. You have understanding of the real estate industry. You're really just looking for a motivated seller or a seller that's willing to look at different options other than just list it on the MLS. You're looking for someone that's open
Mm-hmm.
to letting me negotiate with them, because then I think I can take it over and I can make it work. Okay. So let
Yeah,
me show
I
you.
do. And
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You were going to say something.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that working with a person like you who has extraordinary negotiation skills, it's I'm glad that we connected with each other.
100%. 100%. All right, Zishan. So we're going to look at this real quick. So I'm texting this guy right here for sale by owner. It was on
Mm-hmm.
this house right here, 245. And I said I made a offer at 50% of what he listed it for. And he said, there's no way in the world we can agree. And I
Mm-hmm.
offered a low price just to get him to respond, because you need to do
Mm-hmm.
better due diligence to know you're bought it for 200 and put money to renovate it. Because you need to
Mm-hmm.
do better due diligence to know you're bought it for 200 and put money to renovate it. I don't really understand what he's talking about. He said you're bought it. That doesn't make sense. Maybe he's saying
Mm-hmm.
that he bought it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Maybe he's saying that. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he bought it at 200 and he put money in it to renovate it. That's what he's
Mm-hmm.
saying. And so
We
he
bought
bought
it
it,
just a month and just month ago, 2 month ago.
to renovate it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have a great day. So your strategy, I'm just curious with this guy. Strategy is to buy and then resell for sale by owner. Maybe I can bring you some deals. I grind all day to find deals for buyers like myself. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So this guy, he's out.
Mm-hmm.
He bought it. Just a couple. Looks like he just bought it. So let me put that in the notes. Just bought it and is trying to resell it. So Zijan, that's kind of like what we're trying to do. Like this is a numbers game, and you got to be quick, very quick, right? So this guy, we don't want to waste time. We want to make offers. We want to be quick. We want to know if we're talking to someone motivated. We don't have time to follow up with a grant like someone forever and ever if they never want to sell to us. So my goal is to
Mm-hmm.
just get a hold of people, make them low offers, see if they're open to negotiating, and get on the phone with them. That's all I want to do. So this is for sale by owner. What I
Mm-hmm.
did is
Mm-hmm.
I took DeKalb, I took all the counties that we're in, I put in the filters, and really, Zishan, there's only 11 properties here, so there's not that many. We're gonna have to try this strategy for rent and reach out to people who are trying to rent their houses and talk to them. But let me continue and show you. Let's hopefully we can get a seller on the phone. Now, this home is in great shape. Let's see if they did the same thing. I'm just curious. So they bought it. They bought it a long time ago. So they're just trying to sell it now. All right. So let's see. Let's give them a call. So the business isn't like rocket science, Zishan. Like it's just like you feel it. See if you can negotiate with someone. That's it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? This is Nathan. I'm calling you about the house that you have listed for sale by owner on Scarsdale Drive. Oh man, did you already sell it or what? Oh, you're working on selling it? Okay. Well, I do have a question. Is this like your personal residence or rental? Because I'm always looking to buy and I'm always looking to network. Do you have any more? Dang, you don't have any more properties, huh? What did the other person offer to pay you? Maybe I can come in and make a better offer if they fall through. They offered full price and offered to pay all cash. That's pretty dang good right there. Okay. Well, nothing else. There's no other properties you own that I can make an offer on, huh? Okay. Well, I guess I'd say keep my number in case they back out. This looks like a great rental property. Yeah, you said you're not good at managing them. I hear you. Well, hey, one last. Yeah, bad tenant. Okay, well that happens a lot. Well, let me ask you one thing before I let you go. I pay people to find deals for me. Like if they find something, I'll pay them like a little referral fee. Do you know anyone by chance that's selling that, if you gave me their info, I could pay you if I buy their house? I pay people if they refer me people that are selling. Do you know anyone that's selling in the area? Okay, I'll text you my info. So if you find someone, just text them to me. And if I buy it, then I'll pay you a fee. Okay. All right. Have a good day, sir. Bye. Zishan, you couldn't hear that, could you?
Yeah.
You could hear it?
I could hear it. Yeah.
Man, some of the people in the live couldn't hear it. Man, that's frustrating. This is stupid thing with when you're calling people on your computer, sometimes it doesn't translate over to StreamYard. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But
yeah.
All right, so this guy right here, we take the link and we're gonna put in the notes, found another buyer to pay asking price. So this guy, he was selling because he was tired of having a rental, say. So that's actually a good opportunity right there. He was tired, but
and I do have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Nathan. So how if I find I want it to be a fair deal for you, if that's also worth your time calling and what's the spot in your calendar, that can I run the numbers on a property and see the comparable sales before I fill your calendar in?
100%. Let me show you how to do it. Okay. So
Great.
the buyer that I have, Zishan, they want pretty much like a 1% return on their money. So Zillow is saying that this rents out for about 1,230, and he's asking for 195. So if this were to be a deal, we'd have to get it a little bit lower, so it'd be a better return. So that's the quickest way to find out if if it makes sense. So let me give you an example. So if we go to my wholesale calculator, if I know my buyer wants a 1% return and I buy the house at, and you put everything in here, by the way. The purchase price of the home is 193 if I buy the house, and if it rents for 1,230, that's an 8% return on their money, right? Gross rental yield. So this is not quite a 1% is 10%, right? So in order for this to be a 1%, we would have, the rents would have to go up to about 1,600, right? So that's what my hedge fund buyer will buy. So I would have to negotiate, if we can only get this to 1230, I'd probably have to negotiate this down with the seller to about 155 or something. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, around 150. Does that make sense?
And the Zestimate rent value, does it always right?
No, so that's what I want to show you. That was a quick way to do it. So if you want to just double check, you can go here to duplicate, because you don't want to lose what you've been working on. And then you can go zoom in on the property. Let's see. Let's see, facts. Let's take this property right here. All right, so now it's zoomed in on the property itself, and then you can go here for rent, and you can kind of see what similar properties are renting for in the area. Let's see. Okay. So you can see that the property that we have was a, let's see, a 4.2, 1,000 square feet. So you want to see what 4.2s, 1,000 square feet are renting for. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's maybe go here to 1,500. Let's see. Okay, so here's one. Pretty good shape, 1,800. Not really the best comparable because that one's a lot nicer. This looks like completely rehab. 15. Let's see. Okay, this is a newer one. 17. Let's see. 18. So you don't really see any that are less than 15, right? 1,500. Okay, that's a nice one. Okay, so we can assume that we could probably raise rents if we got the house a little bit nicer. It seems actually like
Can
it's
we
in good
see
shape too.
are we able to see the property that are actually sold within a particular radius of that neighborhood?
We
Let's say
can
2
see.
miles, 1 miles.
We can, but the thing is, we're not really checking for flips because this house is already like flipped, right? We wouldn't be able to rehab it so much because if you look at this one, it's kind of already in good shape, somewhat. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
first thing we're looking for is what could it rent for. So let's just say it can rent for 1,500. So we go back to the calculator and let's see at 193 that he currently is asking if it could get, if the rents are at 15. Okay, so that's a 9%. So we'd still have to negotiate it down, probably still put about 10K into it. That's 11%, 180 if we put 10K into it. Okay. So that's the first way to check. Now, if we want to flip it, if we want to look at the comps to flip this house, then it would look something like this. You'd go for sale, and you would see 3.2s. You would go here to between 1,000 square feet and 1,500, and you would look and see what properties around the one that we're looking at, what they're selling for. So let's look at this one. This is a 3.2. It's in decent shape, kind of rehabbed for 260. Here's another one, 3.2. Okay, not in decent shape, right? Like outdated. This one is I think I actually even made a call on this one because this one stinks. Like I would actually call about this house and make an offer. Look at that, Zishan. That needs to be updated. So you look at this. That's not a comp though, because this is not flipped. So you can't really say that's what it's worth fixed up. But what you're looking for is rehab property. So this one is rehab. So you would probably, well, it's not even really that rehab, but you would say, okay, houses are probably worth 260 fixed up. But let's keep looking. Okay, not really fixed up. So 215 seems to be what as is properties are going for. Let's see if there's a okay, this is 312. Okay, here's a rehabbed house. This is a brick, right? And it's been on the market for 4 days. So you would say, okay, ARV of these properties are, according to this, probably around 300,000. So you would go in here to the wholesale deal valuation calculator. You'd say, okay, this house is probably worth around 300,000. The guy's got it at 193, and it looks like if we were to flip it and make it as nice as this one, Zishan, if we were to do this, it would probably cost us. It'd probably, well, this thing would, yeah, even though it's okay and livable, you'd probably have to do the whole thing. So you'd go here to the flip calculator, you'd put in the square footage, which is 1,200, and you do medium. You do a medium rehab, and you would say, we want to make at least a 15%, sorry, not 15%, 15,000 wholesale fee. And that gives the flipper a 9% return. So flippers want to be at least 10 to 15% on a return on their money. The best case scenario is they want 15%. So we'd have to get this still, if we were to do it as a flip, we'd have to get it around 170, where he would make good money. We would still make our 15, or we could make more money. You know, we could juice it up to like 25, right? Or 20, 23. So he still makes his 15%. And so Zishan, we probably missed out on this deal. We should have probably called this guy because he had it at 193, a 95. I'm assuming if I called him, I probably could have negotiated him down to probably 75, 70. Again, I'm assuming, but this is probably would have been a good opportunity for us because it's right in the area. Yeah. So anyway, so that Zishan, also I'm going to give you some training on like how to comp properties a little bit more, but this is pretty much it. You see, okay, can it rent out for about 10% with our current rents, or can I flip it, and can they make 10 to 15, 20% after my fees? That's all we're worried about right now. That's all. Because if you can do that, if we can find that, then we get paid.
Gotcha.
And the reason I want you to bring me people who want to sell is because if we do this math and it doesn't work, I can still negotiate a terms or a novation with them where I'll list it for them and I'll do the repairs. So it's not necessarily like this as the end all be all for me. This is just we're trying to find the right person. And if we do, great. And if we don't, but we find someone who wants to sell, we can still negotiate, right?
Great. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So
does that help?
Totally. Thank you for that.
Let's go, brother. All right, you ready? We're gonna make some more calls because that's what we got to do today. I want to see if this guy ever responded. He didn't respond. I'm gonna light him up. I want to chat with him. Okay. All right, let's go to the next. Oh, that's the wrong tag.
And Michelle had been calling yesterday evening time for 3 or 4 times. He tried to call.
Is Michelle the one that you? Is Michelle the one that you were trying to get me to call?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't remember that. Let's see if we missed some calls yesterday. Was it this
the
one?
5177, the 470.
This one?
No. Yeah. Up 47033. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
All right, let's call her real quick. And what was the address on this one? Do you remember?
Let me check it.
Can't remember. I remember yesterday you brought it up.
Yeah, I'm opening the
Okay.
CRM lead sheet.
Let me you can message me in the private chat on StreamYard if you find it.
Yeah.
Hi, is this I think it's Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Michelle. Okay. Hey, so I got done I was talking to Zishan who works with me about your property. I'm an investor. I was wondering if you have some time to chat. Okay. Great. You know, actually, is it okay if I call you right back? I'm gonna call you from my cell phone. I'm actually calling you from my computer and it's kind of hard to hear, so I'm gonna call you from my cell phone. Okay. Call you right back. I forgot that people can't really hear it when I'm on the phone, so let me call her on my cell phone.
All
So
right.
people. All right, so
Did you?
give me the little lowdown on this one, Zishan. What's going on with her?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with her? What's her situation?
She's asking 140,000, and she just said that she wanted to move.
Okay.
Nothing else. Yeah.
How did you find her, by the way?
It was from, I think, from a list, or I don't I'm not organized. I'm doing a lot of things from Facebook groups and
Yeah.
Craigslist.
So it's kind of hard to keep track of everything, huh?
Yeah, so I have made a sheet of Google Sheet to keep track of all of the leads, the source of the leads, and etc.
Okay. So I'm looking right here to see. So she lives in this area. So these are condos. I'm curious to see what they'll rent for in this area. Um, let's see if there's any renting for rent. Okay. Wow. Wow. These rent for a good amount, Zishan. Around 2,000?
Mhm.
That's great. Okay. Let me call her. This might be a deal, brother.
Your call has been
Oh,
Great.
what? She didn't answer. Hold on. Phones these days
Your call has
are
been
interesting
forwarded to an
because like I
automatic
just
voice
talked to
message
her
system.
and it went straight to voicemail.
4703.
What is going on? Okay,
Mhm.
she's calling back. She's calling back. Hello?
Okay, this is Miss Shields.
Okay, so one more time. Are you saying Miss Shields or Miss Shield?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mrs. Shields.
Mrs.
With an
Shields.
S at the end.
Great. Okay, thank you. It's interesting. I called you and it went directly to voicemail. I don't. Was it on Do Not Disturb mode or something?
No, I don't know. Maybe because it's connected to my car right now.
Oh, gotcha.
So if I don't pick up right away, I guess it just goes to voicemail.
I get it. All right. Well, I'm looking at your property online. So you don't have this listed on the market, do you, right now?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, how much time do you have? I don't want to take too much of your time asking, questions about the property if you're busy.
I mean, you can ask me questions.
Okay. So do you have about 5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just to kind of let you know, I'm out of Salt Lake City. I'm an investor and I'm looking for properties to buy in the Atlanta area because in Utah it's kind of hard to find good cash flowing assets because the property out here is pretty expensive. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But Zishan was telling me you're interested in selling to move. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay. But everything in Atlanta is so expensive. You know what I mean? So
it sure is. It's getting up there for sure.
Yeah, it is.
So you're thinking about staying in Atlanta, or are you?
Oh yeah, definitely staying in Atlanta.
Okay. So how would that work for you if you were to sell this? You would still need to find another place to move, right?
Yes, I would. But my cousin is a real estate agent, so he works for Harry Norman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they? I'm sure he's approached you about just listing your home, huh?
Yeah, he has.
What are your thoughts on that? Or are you thinking about listing with him if you don't get the offer you want?
The economy was bad, and you're not really going to get a real good profit from it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the only way that would be good for you to sell it is if you're moving, so you can have a down payment. That's about it.
You're exactly right. Yeah, because as an investor myself, I'm looking to make a return on my money, right? So we're not always like the best option for you.
Right.
And I'm just upfront with you about that because I don't want to waste your time. But
Right.
so is selling to like an investor like myself, is that something you're open to?
I mean, I'm open to it, but I just think that right now the economy is not good for myself or you, because even if you buy it, I mean, you got to find somebody to purchase it. And right now, the least amount that the homes are now in Atlanta is like maybe 400,000, 350. You know, because of COVID,
right?
A lot of people are not working in their field that they used to work in, so they're making a little less money. You know, it's just different. It's really different than it was when I first bought my home. You know, which was in 2007.
Oh,
and since then, we've had like two or three different recessions. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting time right now, and I'm sure when you bought it, I'm sure you bought it a good deal compared to what you can sell it for now.
Oh yes, I did. I did. I really did.
Good.
But I will definitely keep you in mind when the economy gets better, because your number is in my phone. You know, because I do have a business out here as well. So, you know, hopefully this year I can generate more money so that I can buy another house and really sell this one and not really care if I make a profit or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying with that. So is that kind of what you're thinking, is like, even selling right now, you want to wait a little bit? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, because right now, even if I sell a down payment for a home, I have to have about 20,000 now.
Yeah.
You know, to have a down payment, to live in a decent area, to buy a decent home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. Of course. Well, with your family member being an agent, if me and you were able to work out like a cash offer where we didn't have any realtor fees or commissions involved, is that something that you would be open to?
I mean, of course, but the thing is I would have to, it would have to really benefit me. You know what I mean? And if I can't really purchase a home right now with a decent down payment, then it's no point. I might as well wait a little bit, wait a little while, Of
course. And you're saying you need about...
And plus, I was studying to be a real estate as well, and my mom was one, so I kind of know the business a little bit.
Yeah.
Does like some people just want to sell or get rid of it, but then where you gonna live? What are you gonna be able to purchase if everything went up? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Really, there's no reason to sell unless you have, like you said, a place to go, or you need to sell, right? Like you're not really. It doesn't sound like you're in that situation where you need to let go of it.
Right.
Okay.
But I definitely will keep your number. You seem like a very honest person.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that.
And you can't really trust a lot of people, but you seem to be honest. Even though I don't know you, I'm usually a very good judge of character. So I will definitely keep you in mind,
Yes, thank you. And I'll check in from time to time. And I appreciate you saying that, because my goal is to make sure you make the best decision. I love buying homes, but not if it doesn't benefit both parties.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck. I didn't know Utah was that expensive like that.
Oh, it is. It's expensive right now. I think like most homes are in the 400,000 range. That's like the average for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is. And I grew up in Georgia, so I love it there too.
Oh, you grew up here. Okay.
Yeah. I grew up in East Cobb, if you're familiar with that area.
Okay. Yeah. I used to work at Wellstar. Retired from there.
All right. Well, hey, Miss Shields, we'll stay in touch, and I appreciate your time.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So Zishan, great lead, because this is a follow-up, but she's like, hey, look, once the economy rebounds, or I feel like I'm making a little bit more money, I can, I wouldn't mind selling this house. I don't really care about, making a giant profit on it. So she just needs $20,000. So we need to follow up with her. And I think, it might work out. But this is where having a CRM makes sense, because then you can just put her in a drip campaign, and that's what we'll do. So make sure to write down all her info, and we'll follow up with her.
All right. Great.
But yeah, this is a good one, because if she's willing to sell for around 150 or in that range, and you can rent the properties out for 2,000, that's a more than 1% return. And that's something that I would take, or I'm sure any investor would take in this area.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. So Zishan, let's see. There's a couple more properties. So someone from the live is saying, could that have been handled? Could that been handled with terms? I mean, she didn't want to sell, so not really. Maybe in the future it could have. So this is the thing for people that are watching this. Like, you can't convince people to sell. Like, they either want to sell or they don't, right? Like there's not like a special script that you can have where someone that you call is like, I'm not thinking about selling. And then you're like, well, hey, what if I could pay you this and this and this? And they're like, oh, okay, well, let's talk about it. I try to find the motivation first. I try to find out like why. And for her, she's got a real estate agent cousin, and she's like, I'm good right now, but maybe later. Okay, well, let's follow up. I'm not here to convince people. I'm here to find people in that situation that are ready, and I negotiate. So that's why we got to find deals, and finding deals that are for sale by owner, that are on the MLS, that are from other wholesalers deals. Those are usually easier to sell or quicker because you don't have to negotiate. Well, not negotiate, like get them to that point. A lot of what we do is getting people to that point and following up and being in the right place at the right time. And she's not there right now, but maybe she'll be there in a month or so. We're going to follow up. A lot of people think terms is just like the magic. Not saying you specifically, but a lot of people are like, oh, well, if you can do in terms, then they'll do it. Terms, you usually have to get it at a price that's either, the price doesn't matter, but you have to get it at like a place where you can rent it out more than what their mortgage is. And most people are like, look, I'm trying to make money on this too if I don't have to sell. So
yeah, but you have to, you got to have see if the motivation is present or not. Then you have to gauge the level of the motivation, right?
Yeah, so this person's asking on the live, 20K wasn't it her motivation? So 20K is not her motivation. That's what she believes she needs to find a place to put down. She wants to move, but her thing is like, look, I don't even know if it's, I mean, you can listen to the conversation again. I from me having that conversation, I don't think that's someone that I felt like she was like ready to go, ready to move. I've talked to a lot of people, and I don't feel like that was like a super motivated seller, but I could be wrong. Maybe you can call her and you can see if, that if you can get it done. But for me, I'm looking for someone that needs to sell, someone that wants to sell. Her, I didn't really feel that like that, but hey, I'm gonna follow up, so it's not like I'm giving up on her. I don't think 20K though is the motivation. 20K for me, that's just what she believes she needs to find a place. There's a lot of things she has to do. She's got to find a place before she moves. So, and she's got her agent, cousin involved. That could be interesting. He could be like, yo, why don't you just let me list it? That's why the first thing I want to do is be like, why don't you just let him list it? Of course. You're welcome. All right. So Zishan, I got to hop off and I got to do another call, but this is what I would say, man. I would just say filter, call the rest of the people on the for sale by owners right here. And yeah, if you can find me somebody, now you know how to calculate it. And here, let me give you this calculator because you out here finding deals for me. I'm gonna give this to you for free. Yeah, so it's either it hits the 1% rule or it hits the rule for wholesaling. And if all else fails, if they're really motivated or really need to sell, she was okay, right? But the motivation was very low. If they're motivated, I'll talk to them. All right.
All right.
Okay. And one last thing, Zishan, for when it comes to the training that I have for you on how to find deals. If you go here to the onboarding form, if you click here to where it says how to find deals training, this is something I've given you on how to find deals on market that you can JV with, how to call properties for people that are renting. And then this one, I'm going to take this training on for sale by owner and put it in here too. So you have 3 strategies that I would use that don't cost you any money. And then the rest, obviously, if you call a list, you got to get a list. There's other ways too, but these are the 3 free that I'm actually doing as well. I'm doing on market too. I don't think you necessarily need to make offers on market. I would say these 3 would be something I would suggest that you focus on.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Any questions?
Oh, I'm okay. No questions.
Okay. Zishan, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. Do you currently have another job and you're doing this as like a side hustle, or is that what you're doing?
Uh, uh, I I do have another job for a little bit of my time. Yeah.
Okay. So how much time, I'm curious, how much time are you able to devote to this?
Well, it depends. If it's working out for me, then I'm down to giving it, all of my time.
Okay. All of your
But
time? Like 8 hours a day, like a normal work day?
yeah, it depends that, if it's working out, it's going well, then yeah, I can give it 8 hours a day.
Okay. I'm just curious, what is your experience in real estate before this?
I have been working with a wholesaler who was
Mhm.
not such experienced at that time, but I when we get connected, so he gave me access to his courses and etc., and he gave me access to his CRM setup. So that's when I started to learn and read the stuff about the wholesaling and investing in different markets in USA and how they fluctuate, how this all works.
Okay.
So that's how I learned. We started on August last year in this business.
Okay. How did it go? But I'm just curious with that wholesaler.
Oh, the person that I work with first time, it was not working for him, but
Mhm.
the negotiation part was not that good, I would say.
Yeah, he
But
wasn't.
and he had a job, he had a 9 to 5 job as well, but he has actually he would go to work from 7 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. So he was
Mm.
doing work 12 hours a day, and he was not giving his time to it, and I think so, but
Yeah.
now he is not working like that. So I did not lost motivation, so I kept trying and learning and getting connected, building my network with the real estate professionals.
Mhm.
So here I am with you.
Bro, I think there's a lot of opportunities I got for you because this is a challenge that I'm doing right now just to show people how to do deals for free. But there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things like I get a lot of deals submitted to me that are all over the United States. So it's not that I JV. I just did one with one of my students. It was $19,000, and I need help
Right.
with those because they get submitted, and I don't always have the time to run the comps. I don't always have the time to find the buyers because I'm doing other things. So this challenge is good because it's teaching you how to do stuff from the beginning, but I think there's other opportunities if you're open to it.
Awesome. I am, open to it, and I would love to be a part of your team, in your team.
This is what happens, everybody that's watching this. Look, like it's all about networking and it's all about doing working. Hey, we got Miss Shields calling back. Hello?
Great.
Hi, this is Miss Shields. I
Yeah.
received a missed call from this number.
Oh, Miss Shields, it's Nathan, the one that from Utah that called you about your home.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah. No, hey, Miss Shields, 1 second. I actually had to ask you one other thing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify if you could get the $20,000 down, would that be enough motivation for you to move, or is that not really what's motivating you having that down payment?
I mean, yeah, it would.
Oh,
It
okay.
would.
So what do you owe on the property that if I were to purchase it, it would get you enough money?
Well, I kind of owe like one something on it. I bought it for one something when I got it, but the thing is I had a modification.
Mhm.
I went through.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I gotta wait a little while so I gain at least a little more equity
Gotcha. So if I
for
were able
myself
to
and you.
Yeah, so if I were able to pay enough where after what you owe and what I buy it for gets you 20K for a down payment, would that work?
I mean, that would work. That would work for me.
Okay. Well, I guess can you just find out what you owe and then and I'll see if I can pay, cash 20K over it and maybe that might make sense for both of us.
Okay. So I'll let you know. Today's Valentine's Day, so I'm kind of getting myself fixed up and
Yeah,
everything. So I'll
same
give you a
here.
call back tomorrow.
Okay, well, Miss Shields, I appreciate it. I'm glad I asked you that because maybe we can make some work. But have a great Valentine's Day.
Okay, you as well.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Man, look at that. I think I'm good. But hey, someone from the live said, yo, isn't 20K or motivation? I've never been in a situation where I just found that someone just wanted a down payment to move and that's all they wanted. So I even I learn lessons every day. Okay. So I apologize to the person. I don't know who it is that said that. Couldn't have been handled with terms. Yeah. So if, let's say all she wants is 20, if I can give her 20 and take over her mortgage, Tosh, Tosh. Tosh is like, oh, you jabroni. You should just listen to me. I'm sorry, Tosh. You're right. I again, I've never, I didn't really feel the motivation from her, but maybe we can make it work. Maybe I can give her like 20K down and take over her mortgage payment and then rent it out. Let's follow up. Zishan, let's follow up with her tomorrow. Okay. So,
All
because
right.
this is how it could work, Zishan. I could buy it. I could put 20 down and we could rent it out. And obviously I pay you a fee, or we can get an investor that would be willing to put like 40 down, and then we take 20, we give her 20 and we take the other 20 and we make the 20. So that's how you do creative deals. But we just need to follow up. So Zishan, you're kind of like the leads manager guy. You got to just I'll get you set up with the CRM that I have, and then we'll keep track of all these leads. All right.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Hey man, we're on our way. We're already going to get a deal.
Yeah, we're crushing it. I'm telling you, Nathan, that we are going to close some deals in this challenge.
You're dang right. All you got to do, Zishan, you find me deals, I'll close them, even though that was a mistake on my part.
No problem.
It happens.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm man enough to admit it. Like, I'll just say, hey, look, like, I'm not perfect. I've been doing this a while, but there's always ways to improve. So Tosh, you dang right. Great job. I'll have to I'll have to give you a little nug. If we get this deal, Tosh, I'm gonna hook you up. What were you gonna say, Zishan?
So I was gonna say that the most worthy thing for me being with that in this challenge is the learning. I'm learning a lot in this. Yeah, particularly how to negotiate a deal. Particularly.
Yeah, Zishan, what negotiating for me is, it's just finding out what the seller wants and giving it. That's it.
And that's just it. Yeah.
So that's why I asked her straight up, if I can get you the 20, would that work for you? She said, yeah, that'd probably work. I said, okay, we'll find out what you owe, and I can try and pay 20 over that and get you your money. So that's it. There's nothing crazy to it. And you just have to know if you can get it done, whether you have buyers for it or if you can buy it, but and if the return is there. So the hardest part about wholesaling for most people is finding opportunities, right? Because either they don't want to work hard enough to make the calls, or they don't know how to find them. And I've showed you here how to find the leads. So
I was saying that the person that I worked with, I would not say his name, but it was not a lot of motivation on his part to take actions, and that's what it is for. In this challenge, this is we are showing people what is the difference between taking action and not taking actions.
That's right, bro.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. Like, the people who take action in this business get paid. That's just how it is. If you're not willing to make the calls, make the offers, chat with people, you're not going to get a deal. That's as much as you study, as much as you want this. If you don't pick up the phone or make an offer, text, or send a written offer, there's no way to buy it because no one knows that you're even serious. So, all right, man. Well, you said today's the day. So fill out the KPI sheet after you make some of those calls. And this is what it's going to look like every day at 9:30. We're just going to meet, recap, see how you did, and then train. And then we're going to rinse and repeat until we get several deals.
All right. Thank you very much, Nathan.
You're the man, Zishan. You have a good one. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
All right. Peace out, everybody. That was a good call. Zishan's the man. And we found him on the internet, like through networking. It's amazing. So that's it. Everyone go make some offers today. Thanks to Tosh. I'm going to follow up a little bit harder on Miss Shields, and that's how we do it. All right, everybody. You want to make money, make offers. Didn't cost any money to do this today. We're in the New Man, New Market, No Money Challenge. Let's get it done. Peace out.